Hey, I'm Mike Wang, and to honor the season of giving, we're giving you some expert tips. We asked the community what topic we should explore next, and you voted for Pick and Roll.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Paul George.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Therese Halliburton is accustomed to winning. He says anyone that's been around me knows how much I want to win. The goal, first and foremost, is helping change this culture for the better. I'm here for a reason, to make an impact. To go in the right direction, I've got to be a vocal leader and just have fun playing basketball. Kevin?
Well, D.A., clearly he wants to make his mark. Thanks for that report. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. Brett, these teams know each other very well.
Always fun to see in these kind of matchups, Kevin, if a coaching staff on either side decides to throw a wrench in the works and play a player or a combination of players that the other team is not expecting. Like you said, they know each other very well, but who will execute tonight, they'll get the win.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Kings, Barnes and Holds holding down the post positions. Fox is out there with Mitchell. And it's Halliburton in at the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Now the pass to Halliburton. He kicks it to Fox. Mitchell outside. Shoots from 12. And the rejection by Zubats. That shot off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. This one for 3. The rebound by Halliburton. And the Kings pushing it up now. Fox kicks to Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Inside. The kick out to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson from long range. Good on the triple.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Holmes passes to Fox. Now Barnes. Pass to Halliburton. And here is Fox. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. 5 to shoot. Holmes finds Halliburton. Oh, Holmes in position. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Took him no time at all on that one.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Outside Jackson. Here's George trying to get open as Ibaka. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now, here's Fox. Now Holmes. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup. Jackson's got 7 points in the game. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
It's been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they need this, and it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings trail by 13. Fox passes to Mitchell. Jackson against Fox from 12 feet out. They get it back.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Wasted no time on that one. 5 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Barnes dishes to Fox. Passes it to Holmes. Back to Fox. Sacramento moving it around. That's tipped.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Here's Zubac. The rebound by Halliburton.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the rejection by Jackson. Ibaka for three. The Clippers rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play, yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
Fans, your 916 crew. Fans, your 916 crew.
Lobbed up there for Barnes. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And HP getting way up that time.
Clippers leading by 16. And George, here we go. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Assistant.
Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Fox. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Mitchell outside to the inside, and Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Bucket is good. Jackson's got 9 points.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
That one good for 2. He has 6.
The assist, De'Aaron Fox.
Los Angeles leading by 20. And George kicks to Jackson. From the arc. Does not score for only the 2nd time in 7 shots this game. Here's Mitchell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Now, here's Halliburton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Takes it inside. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. And another shot. And it's Zubac laying it in. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Fox passes to Barnes. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Marvin Bagley comes in for Barnes. Heald's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Terrence Davis in for Mitchell. The Clippers also changing it up. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Marcus Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson.
Well, Fox trying to work on that outside jump shot, become more consistent. Nice bucket there.
George with the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's the pass to Thompson. Down low. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Here's George, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Hield up and in on the layup. Hield's got his second bucket.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
And George gets it to go.
Oh, he is in a zone. 9 of 10 here in the first. He is red hot.
The Kings trail by 17. Bledsoe right side. Batum trying to break loose. No good from Bledsoe.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Mann going inside, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. And no good.
Los Angeles
but
foul.
close on that one, so he'll shoot two.
That's
It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Line for two.
Free throw good, Fox. Brent, what I love about De'Aaron Fox, he just seems to improve every season, which is a testament to his strong work ethic.
No doubt, Kevin. And they always say speed kills. So what I like about De'Aaron Fox is that he's learning how to be crafty with his speed. One of the quickest guys in the league and tough to stay with, but he's drawing fouls. He's setting up pick and rolls. And so all these layers to that kind of quickness and speed are really helping him improve as a player.
Baseline jumper through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Paul George in the mid-range area just dominating that possession.
Now here's Hield. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .153 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Davis finds Fox. Sacramento moving it around. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Justin Thompson with some force on that one.
And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Kings ball.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in.
Luke Kennard.
It's stolen. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Down by 15. Over Kennard. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now, here's Thompson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Kennard's shot is off. The Kings trail by 15. Healed outside. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Davis. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Buddy, the assist.
19 seconds left to play here in the first. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Fox with it. He's got 11. It's stolen. Here's Kennard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, leading by 17. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
The Kings trail by 17. They swipe it. And now let's check out the lineup courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Paul George is out there with Batum. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Loud pass to Bagley, an emphatic LU jam.
Bagley can really get up and extend.
Here's Kennard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. The Kings shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Healed with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Driving the lane, and that one is good. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Bagley. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Batum.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
He gets that one.
Paul George.
George has got 26 points.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Good on the shot.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Davis, and he converts the layup.
Terrence Davis.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
I got him.
And George with the stuff.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
To the middle. That's good from Davis on the assist by Hield. Hield's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann.
That's
his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Got that one up quick. Bledsoe's got 6.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Mitchell outside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Mann. Covered by Hield. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the paint, here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Knocks it loose. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
The Clippers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, they say great offense beats great defense, Brett. That never seemed truer than in today's NBA.
There's a much stronger connection between a team's offensive rating and their win percentage. And what's been incredible, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, we have seen historic offenses. I mean, 2 years ago, the Dallas Mavericks had the best offense the league had ever seen. And last year, 5 teams were better than that Mavs team 2 years ago. So the analytics and the 3-ball, those have certainly changed the way that teams are attacking and scoring the basketball with the type of efficiency and impact they have in the past couple seasons.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's Mitchell, and he drives in, and the shot is good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Ibaka at the tip, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 15 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Kings have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Halliburton. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And that one drops for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And Los Angeles guys shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Shots good by Bledsoe.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Oh, Holmes in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Mitchell in the corner, shoots the three, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka outside. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Over Halliburton. The rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league.
Such a calming influence on the floor. Halliburton plays Greg's way older than his age.
And remember, Halliburton spent 2 years in college. Most of the time we see one-and-done guys, but that second year can do wonders for your career. I stayed for the full 4 years, and that extra experience went a long way.
And the Clippers call time here. He's checked in for Maurice Harkins.
Two shot.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Clippers, they're shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Basket counts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Mitchell in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game.
Great setup there by their setup man, and De'Aaron Fox.
Reggie Jackson.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Fox against Kennard. Here's Fox. 11 points in the game. And the dunk by Barnes.
No problem from Harrison Barnes. They're getting up and throwing it down.
De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Bledsoe. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Kings. Poked away. Jackson kicks to Kennard. With the drive, here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Outside, Fox to the inside, and Holmes James throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 23.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Mitchell wide open. Offline with his 3. So it's the Clippers now. Here's Ibaka. And yes, it's good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Jackson against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And he gets the bucket. And 12 points for Eric Bledsoe.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Fox against Kennard. Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
So it's the Clippers now. Jackson down low, covered by Mitchell. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 25 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
A clear look for Mitchell. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's
first.
Jackson.
2 minutes.
It's tipped. And here is Barnes. 6 points for him. Mitchell kicks to Halliburton. A pass to Fox. Over Jackson. That's good from Fox on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists tonight.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Chalk up 2 there.
Assisted Eric Bledsoe.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Terrence Davis in for Mitchell. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. And it's in there. Bagley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love whenever Bagley goes to that floater, showing he has a little jump in his game.
Jackson misses.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And it's Fox with the jam.
Pretty good. The dribble set that up, got some space, and then knocked it down.
Clippers leading by 21. There's the drive. Shot's good by Kennard. Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 11.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Here's Fox. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Driving in.
And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim. And it's the Kings with the ball. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Halliburton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Davis kicks to Halliburton. That one doesn't drop. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Clippers on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponents to adapt.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Barnes and Holds holding down the post positions. Mitchell is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Halliburton in at the 3. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games, playoffs too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Here's Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Barnes has got 9 points.
Harrison Barnes very comfortable in that catch and shoot.
Jackson misses. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. A solo fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Wow, I'll tell you, Morris is on one tonight, pumping his points in left and right.
And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Down low, here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. That's 12 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty, even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Inside, here's Mitchell. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Sacramento's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Halliburton, that's good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
He's covered by Halliburton. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Fox against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. And he banks in the layup.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, Fox. Here he goes. Holmes lays it up off the glass. Holmes got 12 points in the game.
Fox does a great job of sizing up the defense and then finding a hole. So good at getting in there.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the thing about Richaun Holmes is that he's really focused on his craft as a big.
And I like GA the fact that he doesn't really go too far outside of his lane. He has great timing on his cuts. He stays on the inside and will provide some physicality. He'll shoot high percentage shots, and he really just does a great job of playing to his strengths.
Sacramento making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Harkless comes in for Halliburton. And Hield subbed in for Mitchell. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Ivica Zubats. It's Jackson with the drive. Count that one.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role. Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
That's his first personal foul. Second.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Jackson. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Barnes outside. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. A nice shot by George.
Oh, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
In the corner, it's Hield. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Los Angeles guys shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Batum, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Now Fox. 22 points for him. Pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? There's Jackson with the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
Now, here's Fox. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you really got to love the effort level you see from Harrison Barnes. Night in and night out.
You wonder if Harrison Barnes' early years and his experience with the Golden State Warriors really implanted this team-first mentality. He went to Dallas. He became the #1 option and a scorer. But he's never tried to do too much or get too far outside of his lane. And I think that's where the respect comes from. Consistent effort, and he'll impact the game.
First one falls for him. When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Barnes hits them both.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft. Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Three-pointer, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got 18 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Sacramento's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Hield kicks to Harkless. Another 3 for Sacramento.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Knocked away. Stolen by Jackson. Pushing it up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harkless the pass to Hield. Thompson outside. Kicks to Fox. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked. Here's George. And he elevates for the slam. Thompson did not like that.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block. This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley comes in for Barnes. Davis is subbed in for Fox. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Jackson. Here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 14 points for the game.
Look, it's nice to be a tough, small guy in this league. If you're built like Eric Bledsoe, the contact, no effect.
Davis gets himself open and drills it.
Oh, he had him spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Mann. Bagley with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Thompson passes to Harkless. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Hield outside. 6 to shoot. 13 feet away. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 6 assists in the game.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without it?
Mann can't hit. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Down low. Here's Bagley. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
Well, Bagley bringing it right now and taking his frame and presenting it for contact.
Here's Bledsoe. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Third team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
That's good from Bledsoe.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
Sacramento making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Good on both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Hield outside. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Davis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
George, no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. The 8-footer, Bagley, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Shots good by Bledsoe. 18 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, he might be 6'1", but Eric Bledsoe is fantastic with different kinds of finishes around the rim.
And the pass to Bagley. And with the rebound. Mann's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poke loose. And here are the Kings now. Here's Davis. That one a little long.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
A shot by Batum, no good. And here are the Kings now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
The body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harkless. Halliburton subbed in for Heel. Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass.
Nicholas Batum.
Batum's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's George. Sacramento grabs the miss. Holmes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Mitchell passes to Bagley. It's blocked. And Los Angeles guys shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the field. George, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Halliburton for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Halliburton's got 17 now. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And that one comes up a bit short.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're gonna try to help and tag, you gotta make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You gotta like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got Justice Winslow. Bledsoe is out there with Kennard, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. Good! Hartenstein's got his 1st bucket of the night.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Here's Holmes. Bledsoe with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Davis gets it to go.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Hartenstein, and that one is hammered home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Halliburton for 3, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 7th assist here tonight. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
Yeah, I got to stay in front of Bledsoe. I love seeing when the little guy starts to fly.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. The 15-footer. The shot will not fall. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Davis dishes to Bagley. Davis, the pass to Bagley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Brett, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games and for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Fox against Bledsoe. Shoots over Fox. No good from Bledsoe. The Kings trail by 20. Barnes dishes to Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by the Kings. Fox passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Missed inside. Sacramento's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 36.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 38 points.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Clippers leading by 20. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up. And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA Players Union would sign off on something like that. You know, the first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
Ibaka hits both of them. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Sacramento with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Stolen by Bledsoe.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Davis kicks to Barnes. Drives to the hoop. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 9 assists now tonight. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. That one drops for him.
Powerful move there by Ibaka, getting around the tough defense and finishing.
Knocked loose, he swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
Clearly a foul.
And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Bledsoe hits them both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making some changes. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Medu subbed in for Halliburton. Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Fox with it. To the inside. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Sacramento's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery. And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Fox goes in. Here's Medu. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Medu's got his first basket of the night.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap. I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Fox passes to Len. Misses from short range. And Los Angeles guys' shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Kings now. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. To the paint. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. They get the rebound. Tries again. No good from Zubac. Sacramento's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. The kick out to Fox. Uncovered. Nice jump shot. Good. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Zubac, and the Clippers miss again. Kings shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. To the middle, Barnes. The shot that time, not on target. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Shoots over Fox. No good off the front iron.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third.
Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Johnson, that's for 2. There's Winslow. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Mitchell outside. Here's Medu. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Los Angeles leading by 22. 20 feet out. Here's Hartenstein. Count the basket. Hartenstein's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Medu can't hit. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Winslow's shot is off. Sacramento's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Outside, Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Field outside. To the inside. Len. And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
Here's Kennard. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Fox. They get it again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener.
Take a break.
And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Kings. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 20. From deep three-point range, Johnson can't get it to go.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance.
B.J. Watson.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Reggie Jackson.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Los Angeles calls timeout
for the Clippers.
They're up by 16. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Kings on D. They trail by 16. Another shot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
40 seconds left in the game. Here's Batum. The shot from the low post is good.
And they came in determined to to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Hield, and he overshot that one, missing. Here's Winslow. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. PG, congratulations coming into the game. What was the focal point?
Defense. I mean, we still allowed too many points. We got to get better on defense. That was the emphasis coming into today. Defense. It's an area we got to improve. But tonight, our offense got us over the hump.
Any way you get the dub is the good way, so congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.